Your first stint at County was 17 years ago,
yeah,
and it was fairly brief, but what do you remember from that time?
Well, I've got to tell you, I loved it. I came in loan for 3 months. Actually, when I came in loan on the Friday, I was at Dunfermline. I was supposed to be on the bench against Glasgow Celtic in the league, and obviously Neil Cooper was the manager here with Gordon Chisholm's assistant, who I knew, and Roy, the chairman, had rung and said, "Listen, we'd love," and we'd been talking. I said, "Yeah, okay, I want to come and play." So I had to phone Jimmy Calder, who was the manager at Dunfermline. I said, "Listen, I want to go. I'm going to play for Ross County tomorrow. Go on loan." He said, "But you're on the bench at Celtic Park." I said, "I know, but I'd rather start games than be on the bench." I said, "I want to play." I said, "Ross County are a good club with good people." So that's how it came about. The difficulty was, we actually, in the 3 months, we actually only played 5 league games because it was a terrible winter all over, not just over the north of Scotland, but everywhere in Scotland was a terrible winter. So we played 5 league games. But what I do remember, and this was the biggest thing that I can recollect from the whole experience, was I knew it was a brilliant club. I knew it was a family club. There was a good atmosphere and a good feeling about it. I could tell that Neil Cooper and Gordon were building something very good at the club, with the backing obviously of Roy and the board. And that's proved through time. That's happened to be the case. You look around now, the facilities, the club, the training ground. I mean, it's state of the art. It's really, it's moved on. And then you look back on all the previous managers that have been here, and they've all played a part. There's been a lot of good people that's did an awful lot of good work at the football club. And now I'm charged with the task of continuing that work.
You said right at the outset when you came to County as manager that the relationship with the chairman is really important to you. Why is that important for you as a manager?
Well, that's a brilliant question. I'll tell you why. From a managerial point, and I can probably speak on behalf of other managers on this, and I don't normally do that, but I think what we've all recognised in the game is the relationship now in football between the manager and the chairman owner is crucial, because that's got to be such a tight relationship in respect of that you share the same ambition, the same vision and the same desire to improve the football club. Because when that doesn't happen, that's when football clubs fall down. That's when there's a little bit of, and I always felt, I mean, we kept in touch over the years. I'd always a vested interest in seeing how Ross County were doing. I think that was a huge thing, because I knew the club, but also I knew the man. And I know, I mean, any manager that's been at Ross County will tell you they've had unbelievable support from the chairman, from Roy. And the thing in football now, any manager, young and old, any manager craves that level of support from the chairman. They want to know that, each day they're still singing from the same hymn sheet, they still have the same goals, the same ambitions, and that was something I recognised in them, and I felt there was a really good feeling about it. I feel very fortunate to be at a wonderful club like Ross County because of the qualities that they have at the football club, the core values, the principles, and that sits really well with me.
Clearly, priority has to be to get the club up the table, and you've talked about winning habits. What are the first steps for you in terms of starting to develop those winning habits in the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think in football you're right. I mean, winning's a habit, losing's a habit, and unfortunately, coming into the club had lost 6 of the last 7 games at home with the poorest goal differential in the league. We've not won at home yet in the league this season, so there's a lot of areas to be addressed. So last week was important. Thursday, Friday we trained with the group, and getting the message across to them that whatever's happened, we can't affect what's behind us. That's gone. What we can affect is what's to come and what's in front of us, and that's why we had to be so focused going into the game on Saturday, knowing the stuff behind us finished. Let's go and start on a fresh sheet of paper, whatever you want to call it. But let's make sure we start on the front foot. Let's go out and give a performance, and the performance was terrific. But that being said, we have to continue that, and that's got to be the standard, that we don't drop below it. So the important thing last week was on Thursday, Friday, getting ourselves ready for the game, to hit the ground running and start to pick up points. Now we're charged with the next task of looking to win at home, because we're not won at home in the league this year. So we have to look to make Ross County a fortress, that anybody coming here knows they're in for a difficult afternoon. And equally, when our fans come, they enjoy what they're seeing in terms of the product on the field, but equally they feel we've got a chance of winning those games. So ultimately, I want the fans to think, I really enjoyed what I've seen today, and we were able to win. And it's marrying those together. Now, you don't click your fingers or sprinkle fairy dust or come with a magic wand. It takes hard work, it takes repetition on the training ground, it takes good players. And you've got to bring all those things together. And equally, I've obviously, as we've inherited the squad, and I think there's many good attributes within the squad. But equally, I have my own flavour in terms of the players, what kind of players I like, how my teams like to play, and bit by bit I think you'll see that we'll put our stamp on that. So we'll evolve, I've got no doubts about that, but we have to do that within trying to create a winning environment.